Hey, welcome back. For number 17, a summer camp counselor wants to find the length x in feet, that's here, across the lake as represented in the sketch above. The lengths represented by AB, EB, BD, and CD on the sketch were determined to be 1,800 feet. So AB is 1,800. 1,400, so EB is 1,400. BD is 700. And CD is 800. That's 800 here, respectively. Segments AC and DE. So AC and DE. DE intersected B. That's our B intersect. And angle AEB and angle CDB have the same measure, illustrated by these angles here. Now, what does that mean? That means we have two triangles on the same exact lines, 1 and 2, and they have the same angle measurements, boop and boop. Now, what does that mean? When we have all these together, we can say that these triangles are similar, and we can use that to compare the two, all those sides together. Okay, let's call this the small. Let's call this the large. Okay, and when we compare, we want to compare sides on the same corresponding sides, or same corresponding lines. So here we can compare this number on this part of the line compared to this number on that part of the line. When we compare that, we can compare this one to our final one, x. Okay, so how does that look like? So let's get rid of all this. Sorry, let's get rid of all this. Looks a little messy here. That one too. So we have the small triangle. We have the large triangle. Okay, let's set this up. We have the sides. Let's not call it the sides. Let's call that the let's call this the width. And let's call these the heights. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to set up an equal fraction together. So we have the width of the small triangle, that's 700. We have the height of the small triangle, that's 800, equal to the width of the large triangle, that's 1,400, and the height of the large triangle, that's x. Okay, so as long as you set them like this, here's small, here's large, here's width, here's height, and have them properly organized, it will always work out. You can have small and large on the left side, you can have width and height on the bottom. It doesn't matter how you do it. As long as it's consistent, you'll always get the answer. Okay, so let's cross multiply this. Cross multiply. 700x equals 800 times 1,400. So let's not use that. Let's use this here. We divide both sides by 700. X equals 800 times 1,400 divided by 700. Big numbers here. We know that 1,400 divided by 700 is just 2. So x is equal to 800 times 2. X is equal to 1,600. Okay, so the difference between the two triangles is just a factor of 2. We can do that. 700 times 2 is 1,400. So this value, if we were to solve for BC, BC times 2 would be equal to 800. Therefore, 900. BC times 2 is equal to 800. And finally, 800 times 2 our x feet here is going to be 1600 feet. So x equals 1600.